Here we go back to the shop, round two with the dog. He's gonna help me here in a minute. I don't know what he's gonna do, but I'm gonna now test the nitrous solenoids, which I have recently installed along with the purge. I just got the purge kind of just lying sitting there so you can see something. There's no nozzles connected to the distribution blocks right there, although I do have two push to lock fittings there in the time when I can get the other 5 and get the engine in and the nozzles on, then I'll connect all that in. So that's just sitting there right now, but nitrous will come out of it. No fuel will come out of that one because there's no gas that I've connected. The assumption is that the gas will come out under pressure. The pump, I'm going to check that. I mean, it does work, so you probably hear a buzzing sound before you see the rest. All right, so the first thing I got to do here is turn the power on, the main power on. Red light is on. Next thing I do is I'm going to turn the nitrous arming switch on. And you can now hear the buzzing sound, which the dog doesn't like much, but he'll be all right. So this is going to be kind of interesting to do this with more than one hand I need. So we'll try. What happens is the clutch is out right now, but that green button switch is off. That is what is going to be used to then connect through the power to the clutch switch itself, which will make the two-step work, which it doesn't have one, but that'll make it work if it did work, because I don't have it programmed into the box right here. But that'll allow the clutch to come in, and then when I release the clutch, it goes through that orange black wire to the orange wire, which is connected into this button. This button is mimicking a wide open throttle switch, which I don't have on the bike yet, because I'm not sure if I'm going to put one on the carburetor or if I'm going to put one in the throttle. So that's just kind of sitting there for illustration purposes. I'm going to bring this closer in. I've got that thing running, and I shouldn't have it running dry, but it is. I'm going to check the purge real quick. I had a little bit of nitrous in the bottle where I checked it just a minute ago. You can hear that sound, so the purge does work. My dog is getting something over there, so I just let him do what he does best. Alright, so I'm going to go through a dry run here. The first thing we're going to do when you're making the pass is you're going to bring the clutch lever in, flip up that switch, and as you flip up that switch, that activates that black wire that you see. Power's going to it, to this switch that I'm holding in, well, I was holding in my hand. And when I mash that button in, it should make contact through the orange wire to go down there. So I'm going to theoretically let the clutch go. Power's now going down there to the through to the switch, and I'm going to mash this button in, so we should hear some clicking. And the reason you hear that delay is because I've got a delay built into it. Because if I'm going to be running this thing with no bar, I don't want anything to happen right off the line. I'm going to delay it first. What I'm going to do now is I am going to turn this bottle on. I don't have any clue what the bottle pressure is, but that's irrelevant. So we're going to come back up here and we're going to mash this button in, because theoretically I started a run, and that's just like mimicking if I got out of it when it stopped clicking. When I mash this button in, it should start to spray, I guess. Well, there went a ton of nitrous. The dog didn't seem to care. He's in the trash. Well, there you go. Everything works.